Well, this is Mailali. Now I'm going to take OIETC speaking module mock test. As you know, in the OIETC speaking module has 4 parts. In the first part, I will ask some general question, as well as I will check your room, as well as I will check your room and try to check all the security related issue. In the part 2, I have to deliver your presentation that we have already provided to you. As you know, in the presentation section, you have to speak around 3 to 5 minutes. In the part 3, I will ask some questions from your essay that you have already written in your writing module. In the part 4, I will show a picture. On the basis of picture, I will ask some discussion-based question. Are you ready for part 1?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to know your name. What's your name?
Yes, I'm ready. Okay, my full name is Junaid Ahmed, so you can call me Ahmed.
Oh, well, where are you from?
Actually, I'm from, I belongs to Shunamos, but as my study purpose, I live in Sylhet.
What do you do?
I'm a student. Recently, I have completed my HSC in 2019 with VID studies, and I have got 3.83 with the studies. Now I also working at bank as a assistant manager.
Well, so do you love your profession as a bank manager or like that?
Yes, I love my profession as a bank manager because I can get many facilities here, and I can also enjoy my life very well. So that's why.
Well, do you find learning English or learning any language difficult?
Actually, first time we might face problem with language because it's not our mother tongue. So after practice some days, it will be easier for us. So I think sometimes it will be difficult for us.
What are the most challenging aspects do you face ever while learning English?
Okay. The most challenging aspect is that whenever first time as a first learners, I try to learn English. That time I couldn't speak in any single word in English. But whenever I enroll in English Institute nearby my house, so some days later I able to speak a little bit. After that, I practice more and more with my friends as well as family members especially. So after that, it's much easier than previous time. So that's the thing I face problem first.
Okay, the last question of your part 1. So what is your future goal or what you actually want to do after doing the test to OIETC?
I'll apply any OIETC accepted university. So after that, whenever I will complete my graduation from here, I will back to my own country and I will join any reputed company. It can be multinational or any other else, where it can be Bangladesh, Robi, or any other company, so where I can get high remuneration, which can lead my life very well. So that's my future plan, sir.
Okay, Junaid, that's the end of your part 1, and in the part 2 section, you have to deliver your presentation, and as you know, you will get around 3 to 5 minutes. Before starting presentation part, I want to know your presentation topic. So what is your presentation topic?
Okay, my presentation topic was lately some government has been discussing lowering the age of voting to 16.
Oh, well, Jonathan, before starting your presentation, I would like to give you some instruction regarding part 2. As you know, in the part 2, we'll get around 3 to 5 minutes to present your presentation that we have already provided to you. And do not read you can use any note while actually speaking, but do not read your note. If you read or any script or any from any source, it will cut down your overall score. And please start your presentation by saying, I would like to start my presentation, and please end up with saying, thank you for your attention. I will not interrupt during your test, so please continue your presentation, start your presentation. Hello, start your presentation.
Okay, now I will begin my presentation. Yeah, I'm hearing you, sir. Actually, due to network, I face problem. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay. You should continue.
Okay. Now I will begin my presentation. Now, the issue of lowering the voting age to 16, now a controversial topic in all over the world. Although I believe that it is a wise decision, and government should be lowering the voting age to 16. Some people argue that it would not be a wise decision. So in this presentation, I will demonstrate some pros and cons of lowering the voting age to 16. Well, the first most pressing benefit is that, voting is a one kind of habit, and young voters are more likely to maintain the practice in their later life. So if they get opportunity to get good in the early stage whenever they're under 18, so they will able to understand the value of vote, and they will take better decision in future. Now, I include myself as an example. Like I didn't get any chance as an early voter in my early stage. So this reason, I felt frequently many problems with regarding voting. Like, I didn't, vote perfectly. I did a wrong method, and sometimes I cannot think about who will be our future leader, who will be our proper future leader in our city or national election. Another benefit is that lowering the voting age to 16 might concern about the children about their democracy as well as a political issue. And it's even helped them to know about their political culture very well, sir. And whenever they will get chance as an early voter, they will be able to understand that the government has also value to their opinion, as well as the government also bother their opinion. Otherwise, they just will develop the nation, but it will not affect to the government. So in the long run, they will not be a good citizen in their country. Moreover, some government are lowering the voting age to 16, and they also get permission to them to drive, and as well as paying tax. My prediction is that find them in voting system, why they're just allowed to paying tax as well as driving vehicles. Lastly and finally, we allow say that early stage today's children is tomorrow's future. So we should train up them from the early stage, because that time they're try to know unknown things. Well, on the other hand, the stage of 16 or 17 years old is time to immature time.
Okay,
So
Dinesh, that's the end
that
of
time they
your
are more
part 2.
prohibited with others.
Okay, that's the end of your part 2.
Okay,
Thank you for your presentation. Well, that's what amazing. Now, in the part, it's time to part 3. In the part 3, I will ask some questions regarding your essay. So, first of all, please share your essay topic. What was your essay?
Well, my essay topic was whether animal testing is obligatory for cosmetics and medicine in sold in UK or all over the world.
Well, if you get the opportunity, what do you think? Do you think that animal testing should be obligatory or not? What's your opinion?
Okay. Okay, animal testing should be obligatory for many reasons. First of all, without animal testing, we are not able to get any medicine or cosmetics, because before releasing cosmetics as well as medicine, they should try on labs. Otherwise, it will not work on human body. If it will have bad effect, we can immense damage to our life, which will not bear, which we cannot bear. So it must be obligatory for human development, sir.
Well, in your essay, you written that experimenting on animals is justified because it's better good for humankind. So, what did you mention? What did you mean by this word? It's better good for humankind.
Sorry, I couldn't catch you due to network.
Well, in your first body paragraph, the last line, therefore, experimenting on animals is justified because it serves greater good for humankind. What did you mention? What did you mean by greater good for humankind?
Okay. First of all, there are whenever they're releasing something like cosmetics or a vaccine, they are testing it on labs. Before they're releasing it, they should testing it, because human is available creatures in all over the world. If they are extinct, the all world will be extinct. So it should be keep in mind then that before releasing any cosmetics or medicine, it can be vaccine. So they should test on it before releasing it. Otherwise, the all humankind will be extinct. So which will be we cannot bear it.
Well, in your essay, you also said vaccine for quite a few times, as well as you try to mention the issue of vaccine very highlightly. So why did you think that animal testing is correlated with vaccine?
Okay, sir. Before a vaccine invented, the inventor of vaccine is one German pharmaceutical company who are testing on chimpanzee mRNA for invented vaccine. So if they are not testing on chimpanzees mRNA, they are not able to find out a vaccination for human development. So I hardly remember that they're using chimpanzee mRNA, which is one kind of animal. So that's why I using vaccination as a animal testing.
Well, I will add some vocabularies or word from your essay. So you written human race. So what did you mean by human race?
Sorry.
Human race. In your essay, you mentioned. Just give me 1 minute. That, however, animal testing is for greater good, for securing the survival of the human race. So, what the meaning of human race? What did it specifically mean, human race?
Okay. Okay, sir. In this writing, I have mentioned this for human race, like as human lives.
Okay, you also mentioned scientific development. So, what the scientific development?
Okay, scientific development means both something which is related to scientific, like that animal testing is related to scientific development, like they are using animal testing to invent vaccination or cosmetics, which is related to scientific development. So in this way, I have written this.
Well, you also mentioned moral responsibility. Why did you mention moral responsibility?
Okay. Okay, animal testing, sir, animal testing is a sensitive and a slight mistake can destroy our life. So the development for humankind, we are, testing on animal. But whenever we are testing on animal, some researcher, we're not using anesthesia or something else which can be decrease their pain. So we should use these kinds of thing which can reduce their pain. So it is our moral responsibilities.
Well, the last question of your part 3. So, do you use any source while writing your essay?
Actually, I don't use any source whenever I writing my essay. I just as a learner, I frequently read newspaper. Sometimes I also read novel, and rest of others, knowledge I gather from my own common knowledge. So these are the things that I have writing.
Well, Janet, you just use your knowledge. So, what do you usually read for gathering knowledge or collecting knowledge? Do you read newspaper or any articles?
Okay. Yeah, yes, sir. I also whenever I get free time after article like reporter.
Okay, that's the end of your part 3, Janet. So now it's time to part 4. As you know, I will show a picture and you will get around 15 seconds for generating or generating idea. And afterwards, I will ask some question, but you don't think that your explanation of the picture will be the main things. The main things of the part 4 is the questions answer. So you have to understand you have to analyze or try to understand the topic. What is the main theme? So here is your picture. Are you ready for part 4?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here is your picture. Your 15-second time start from now.
Actually, it's not at on my screen.
Yeah, can you see right now?
No, not at.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
you
I have
can.
seen now.
Okay, okay. Your 50-second time start from now. Okay, what can you see in this picture?
Okay, in this picture, I have seen many things. The most important point is that some people who are doing protest in order to racism, and the most pressing is that they're standing with the board, and one board is most clear in this picture, where I have seen that writing was everybody versus racism. And then other important thing is that two person who has bag in their backside, they are probably Larry. And finally, I have seen one cameraman who took picture. He can be a journalist. So these are the thing I have seen in this picture.
Okay, in this picture, you can see highly focused on the topic everybody versus racism. So, can you say something about the issue racism?
Okay, racism means to mistreat with minor population. We can say that we are make racist with black people. We say that they are not including our community. So it's totally unethical for as a human being.
Well, and ethical. So, do you think everybody should should get equal opportunities as well as equal right, regardless of their gender or color?
Okay, I I think that everybody should give them, I mean, same right, whether they are from black or whether they are from white. As a human being, we should serve their, I mean, equal right. We shouldn't make discrimination with them.
So, do you ever face discrimination regarding your gender or regarding your color in your school or in your community?
Actually, sir, I frequently face problem with my color because I'm not much whiter. For this reason, girls are not allowing me to cordial things. They are rejected for 5 times. So these are the thing actually I have faced with my color, which is also including racism.
Do you think this kind of movement is good for society?
Not at actually. This person who can face this problem, they can feel this situation because it's totally injustice for them. So I think everybody should you know give them equal rights, not to try to discrimination with them.
So, what's your opinion regarding stand for right? So, people often stand for their rights in the road or in front of government. So, do you think it's necessary or unnecessary thing?
Actually, I think that it's totally a necessary thing because whenever someone they will not give you your perfect rights, so we should otherwise we should protest with them if they don't give your right. It's your your, I mean, it can be your democracy, right? It can be your, own right. So we must protest against them.
So the last question of your part 4. So how do you actually evaluate, or how do you see everybody should be regarded or considered as the same person? Every human being should be regarded. So sorry for my wrong question. So how do you actually think about the issue or concept? Every human being should be regarded as an equal person. Everybody should test equal rights or equal opportunities in the society. How do you actually evaluate, or how do you actually think about this issue?
Okay, this is a little bit, a little bit worried for our society, that we are thinking about that how can we cheat with others people, whether it can be not including your religion, whether he or she can be black or white. So we must focus on their right, because we are human beings. We can do many things for them, like we shouldn't avoid on workplace. We should make friendship with them, and we shouldn't avoid making any things or whatever they want. So also government should also take some strict rules, and also government the common people also should follow these rules. So this is the way we can take this step.
Okay, that's the end of your test. So it's time to give you some feedback regarding your mock test. So in your part 1, you did very well. Alhamdulillah, it's sufficient. But you have to focus on your answer. In some question actually you try to prolong, or you try to say a little bit longer. So I think that it's not necessary often to say something a little bit longer. You should stick to it, your answer, whatever actually your examiner want to know. In the part 2, your presentation was quite long, as well as was sufficient, because you didn't read your presentation. You just try to say something from yourself. In the part 3, you answer from your essay, but you often actually start, or often actually did not know what actually I'm going to tell you, or what actually I'm asking. You did not find the right word, so it's quite confusing, as well as quite confusing for you, or it will be quite challenging for you. So you try to focus on your part. You should focus on your part 3, or as well as in your essay, what actually the word meaning. So you should focus on this concept. In the part 4, actually you did very well. Alhamdulillah, sufficient. So that's the end of your test. Thank you, Junaid Ahmad, for collab with me. Inshallah, we'll meet again with another new videos. Till then, Allah Hafiz.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for giving me your